With your Lordship's permission,
Yeah.
may I mention this is a batch of about 10 to 12 matters, Your Lordship. These are small comcha and trolley holders in various railway stations across India.
I'll get it listed. It's after notice?
Your Lordship has indicated we filed some matters yesterday also.
The fresh matter.
There were fresh matters, Your Lordship.
Yeah, it will come up right away.
Your Lordship, we're requesting for a listing tomorrow because, Your Lordship, they're receiving notices for eviction on 26th, 27th.
The 27th.
Your Lordship, they've received notices for closure on eviction on 26th, 27th, Your Lordship. They're only bothering.
The notice of closure is 27th.
Eviction, Your Lordship. They are small
First
comcha.
in the morning on the 27th. Tomorrow is a very heavy day. So 27th it will come up. I've already done.
Very well.
Well, Your Lordship has twice directed a matter in July and 2nd of August didn't come. Now it is showing happily on 27th August. Please don't delete it.
With Lordship's permission, may I mention a fresh matter?
Just send an email, everybody. When did you send it?
Yesterday.
So it's probably already listed. Just wait.
The content coming. That's the only.
Wait, it will be listed. Every email is dealt with. Yes.
Let's have your Lordship.
Fresh matter.
My lord, it got deleted. We have circulated mails for not to be deleted, but nevertheless got deleted.
Already.
It's coming up on 20th of September. Would my lords please direct it not to be deleted on that date, please? May I just pass the details of the...
No, just make sure that somebody, the email, advocate on record's name you make.
My lords, the email has been sent by advocate on record again, day before yesterday.
What's the name of the AOR?
My lords, it's Amir Arsiwala.
Yes.
Amir Arsiwala.
That's my apology.
Please, my lords, I'm great.
My lords, your Lordship said some of the chief secretaries of states which are defaulted on payments of pension and allowances tomorrow.
Yes.
Your Lordships will also ask me to give a list of those chief secretary, those states which have actually complied. I've just passed it on.
Right.
I've
So
just
we
passed
now,
it on.
just 3 copies. Just 1 second.
For the defaulting states, there is also a request to appear online. My lords, number of applications have been filed. So I just thought I'd go mine.
No. The chief secretary, the states which have not complied, they have to be present online. They have to be present here. We have said they have to be physically present. Those who have complied, how many have complied between that order and today now?
The others, non-complying, I've mentioned in my list.
Yes. Others have
The others have complied. The others have complied.
Who?
I appear for West Bengal, most of the states.
They have not complied.
Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Himachal, J&K, Ladakh, Jharkhand, Kerala, Bihar, Goa, Haryana, Odisha.
Those people have not complied.
They have not complied. They have not complied.
Substantial compliance.
They have to comply. No substantial compliance. By tomorrow, make sure that they comply, otherwise ask them to be here. No. They have to be personally present here. Otherwise, we'll issue a non-bailable warrant. There's no going back on that order. They have to have given enough time. They have to comply, pay by this evening. They have to, there's no substantial here. They are 100% compliance. That's why we've given enough time. We've been given 17th May 23 for January 2024. Therefore, we have directed personal presence. And ultimately, and what is not being paid, the arrears of salary and allowances to our district judiciary.
Funds have been released, it has reached all the district for the people. Have not come. Yes, fellows, I'm to 99.9%. That's my instructions. Whatever.
We'll call out each state tomorrow, we'll see. And
it's showing for 27.
Yes.
I wanted to clarify whether it's coming up tomorrow. It's not there in the list.
No, it will come up on the 27th, right? 27th. 27th. 27th, we'll take it up, and then we will call out each state separately and see what the compliance is. Let them be present before us. We'll see.
Lords, may I mention,
My lord, may I mention,
Yeah,
Lord,
Father, civil
on
case.
behalf of the AIMS doctor residents, Lord, Nagpur, Lord. Lord, on account of their being participating in the agitation and the protest, Lord, now they are being victimized, Lord, on one ground or the other, being marked absent.
If they are not on
Lord, but
duty-
they were doing the emergency duties, Lord. But because they were participating in
Are
the,
they at work? If they are not at work, they'll be marked absent. How can we ask them to do
not
something?
not allowing in the exams, Lord, Lord, in one way or the other, Lord. If a lenient will be taken, Lord, if a lenient will be
If
taken.
they are on duty, they will not be marked absent. If they are not on duty, the law will have to follow its course. How can we tell the administration to to write something which is not correct?
Not with respect to the exams and all that, Lord, the lenient will be taken, Lord, because of this reason, Lord, they were on protesting or on strike.
That's all right. So ask them to first return to work.
Yes.
Once they return to work, then if nobody is going to take any adverse action against the doctors,
That
let them
will
all
be-
come back to work.
Word from your lordship will work, Lord, for them.
Let them first come back to work, and then if there's any difficulty, just talk to us in the court here. We'll make sure that there is no adverse action against the doctors.
Very well.
We quite see that they were all upset about the fact that there was a very serious incident which took place. But let them first report to work, and then once having
They have
reported,
reported back, Lord, they have reported back. They have reported back. AIMS Nagpur reported back, Lord. The resident doctor, they have joined the.
Lordship, I mention on behalf of PGI Chandigarh. Your Lordship, there is, Lordship in PGI Chandigarh, they are going in for a rally for 2 hours in the morning, but they're doing all their duties. But for 9 days, their CL has been deducted now from the leave. So that is a victimization.
Yes, I
You also
see.
have to write the research papers and.
I don't think, somebody like Dr. Vivek Lal, he's the director at PGI Chandigarh, that he will do anything which amounts to victimization.
Lordship, I'm only saying.
They're all very,
These
ultimately,
inputs.
the directors of these
Yes,
institutions,
he made a
they
statement.
also have their heart with the doctors, but
Yes,
they are in a
Lordship.
situation where poor people who come to those institutions cannot be left behind in the lurch.
Yes, sir.
That they take appointments 2 years before the actual date, and then suddenly you're told that you will not be attended to. Let them all resume work, and I'm sure the directors are all very seasoned directors who spend their life in these institutions. They're not going to do anything against the
I
doctors.
think
But
one of your lordship,
right now, the notice that they have been given is that since or for 9 days you've been on the rally, so we are deducting your 9 days of casual leave.
We'll pass some general order.
Yes, yes. Your
Pass some general order on that.
Lordship, may I make
Lord,
one?
may
one-
I say some,
Please rest assured that once the doctors, we hope, resume duty, then we will prevail upon the authorities not to take any
Adverse.
adverse
Very
action.
well, yes.
But they must first come back to duty for the simple reason, otherwise the people who,
They are on duty. They are, all of them are on.
people who need the services the most are deprived of their
Yes.
services. That's the only concern. How does the public health infrastructure run if the doctors don't resume work?
Lord, only my lord,
All
one
right,
thing.
now first let's have the status report. We first want to see
My
the
lord, these are
status
the three
report.
copies. Lord, I believe the anguish of the doctor is correct, but having come from your lordships, an assurance that your lordships are looking into it, my lord, I think that should satisfy.
with the assurance of no adverse action, my lords.
Lords, we are absolutely not grateful to your lordships that lordships have intervened. Lords, we have not been heard, my lords, at all. Our grievances, my lord, are at the forefront because we are, my lord, facing the brunt of this, my lord, whatever is
Well,
happening.
the reason why we constituted such a broad-based committee is that we have specifically said that the committee shall engage with all stakeholders, including, that will include the resident doctors. So please assure them,
Yes.
that the committee, one second, Mr. Ansaria. Please assure the resident doctors, they all are young doctors, that they will be heard by
We
the,
heard, my lord, and some representation.
but tell us one thing, we can hear you,
Federation.
Mr. Kamath, we hear you for half an hour. We are not the committee.
Lord,
Ultimately, you have to be heard by the committee.
Yes, what we were requesting, my lord, some, my lord's association, whatever your lordship choose, my lord, some representative from the resident doctors association, if they can be a part of the committee.
Yes.
So their
One
voice.
second, Mr. Ansaria.
I'm not saying.
You see, please understand.
Lord, we leave it to your lordships, my lord.
Mr.
We
Kamath,
want
please
the voice-
understand. We have thought through this very carefully. if we start now asking for the representatives of various stakeholders to be a part of the committee, that becomes an impossible process because, the committee's work will then get dislocated. You know what happens, you have such an experience yourself. At the same time, we are conscious of the fact that the primary concerns of the doctors, the nurses, the paramedical staff, that has to be taken into account by the members of the committee. For two things that on the committee, we have very senior women doctors on the committee. The doctors who are on the committee are people who have worked for a long time in their life as part of public health infrastructure. So therefore, what we have expected the committee to do is that the committee will hear these various stakeholders, namely the interns, the residents, the senior residents, representatives of the nurses, the other paramedical staff. So therefore, they are in a hospital, there are a huge number of stakeholders. The committee will ensure that it will hear representative.
Hold on, in fact, I have taken instructions. I represent about 30,000 doctors.
Please, and Mr. Kamath, please tell them that the committee will definitely give them a hearing. We'll reiterate that in our order today. We will certainly, Mr. Kamath, your point is well taken. We'll make it clear.
My lord.
Absolutely, Mr. Kamath, we are grateful to you actually for personally because our hearts go out to all those people who have to go to public hospitals. So we will make an observation that the committee would hear all stakeholders, including the Resident Doctors Association. Of course, not 30,000 doctors, but a representative. Right. And an appointment can be given to them when the committee assembles, so that the committee can, because your stake is very high and your inputs are very valuable. So please assure the resident doctors that we were now passing an order that the committee will give them a representative voice in putting forth their grievances, their working conditions, so on and so forth.
Suggestions. Today and
Our suggestion.
and then call off their protest.
We will also say that.
I appear for the RG car.
Can I?
Mr. Ansari and then Mr.
Yes.
Lord, I appear for the Delhi Medical Association.
Yes.
Lord, we filed a writ petition in 2022, Lord, raising the same grievance.
Right.
This court says, as and when any incident happened, Lord, we are grateful to your Lordship. Lordship could suo motu, otherwise we were contemplating to file. There is a judicial order there, any order, Lord, any incident happened, then you come to us, Lord. Lord, now, Lord, we are the association of 110 years old. As Mr. Kamath has said, Lord, there is a being a part of the committee. I'm so sorry.
Can we just suggest one thing?
Yes, my lord.
Because in such a large matter,
Yes.
we have to bring some order to the
My lord.
order to the order also, which we pass.
Please, Lord, sir.
If all of you who are intervening for various bodies
Yes,
can give on a slip of paper
yes,
name of the body
yes.
and whom you represent,
Very well.
we will put that in our order.
I understand.
So that your clients have that assurance that look, the Supreme Court is also factored in our
I understand, my lord. That will be very useful.
So then we will say that out of these, the committee may take an appropriate decision on engaging with the representative.
But all that we were saying, my lord, the committee constitute of a very respectable persons, my lord. Lordship has chosen them. But some representation from the associations, my lord, those who face day-to-day, my lord, problems. Making representation to the committee and being a part of the committee, my lord, would be a little, my lord, we have been hesitating this law. I'm sure, but Lordship thinks it appropriate. Lordship might take it, my lord.
I'll get a response from.
And
That would be very helpful.
two more aspects, my lord. Two more small aspects. Lordship has flagged, my lord, about 11 issues which the committee will take into account. Two more aspects, if your Lordships can kindly consider that. One is, my lord, the distress call, my lord, we mentioned it day before yesterday. Lordship said it will be part of the order, my lord. I have seen, my lord, it is distress call system, my lord, which is available, my lord, on drop on a watch, on a mobile, my lord. That can also be, my lord, a part of it. Secondly, my lord, institutional FIR, my lord. What has been happening here is, my lord, the parents has to go, the relatives has to go. There should be an institutional FIR within 2 hours of a cognizable offense, my lord. If that also comes with your lordship, part of the order, my lord. And finally, my lord, the fast tracking of, my lord, we have done cases 10 years back, my lord. The trial is still proceeding. Lord, in 2016, my lord, a person was murdered, a doctor was murdered inside the hospital, my lord, at a point blank range, my lord. Nothing happened. There was a widespread agitation. The chief minister said 50. What I'm saying, there are similar matters pending in this court. If a lordship expedite that.
To obviate, handing over slips, but we'll go about it in a very systematic way.
Yes,
Mr. Devdatta Kamath is appearing for whom?
No,
Will
Federation
for
of
first.
Residents.
Instead of your lordships writing down, let us give
Can
it.
we just, it will be easier for us.
It would be
spend the
easier.
next 5
It
minutes.
doesn't look good also.
All right.
Your
Lord,
lordships are very kind, my lord, but.
All right, what we are doing is, we are just circulating a sheet of paper. If you can all just, as we are going along with the matter, write it, so we'll examine that and we'll put your names down.
I had made a request
My lord,
Some SOP, the committee is looking into it. There is no SOP on the hours of the doctor.
Of course, we said that.
It is a specific
it's a mandate.
remit of the committee.
Kiran, one second.
and slip will.
One of the points which, that one para where I say, this is a non-exhaustive list. It specifically says that they are made to work for 36 hours. And one more thing, we have said, we have referred to working conditions in general, which includes the work. So please assure the doctors, we are as concerned about them, that they have to work for 36 hours.
Yes.
All of us have also had family members, relatives. We have gone to public hospitals.
Yes.
I have slept on the floor of a public hospital when somebody in the family was not well. So we have gone through that. And you observe all of them working for 36 hours.
Lord, we would
Lord,
also not
I-
like, we would not like, my lord, a doctor who has not slept for 30 hours to treat us, my lord, because
May I just explain what happens in the hospitals? Because I have doctors in the family and also people studying in the medical colleges. What happens is that the senior, who are the third-year students of PG courses, they are the one who assign duty. You do 12 hours to 24 hours, and then thereafter you are given a rest for 2 to 3 hours. Again, you are called back on duty. The junior doctors are the one who prepare the discharge summary. And the discharge summary is prepared by them. So the workload is then again 2-3 hours. So it is almost 48 hours. It is not even 36 hours. So my humble submission is that you are neither in a physical state or a mental state at that stage to even resist if somebody is teasing you. I'm not even on the bigger sexual assault. I'm not on that because there are many incidents.
Currently, if you look at our order,
Yes.
Sorry, Ms. Kumudita Das, what, if you see our order,
Yes, Your Lordship.
if you see our order, we have in fact highlighted this very aspect, that there is a certain hierarchical nature of the workplace in a public hospital or any hospital. So when we have referred to that, and we have said because of the hierarchical nature, doctors, including junior doctors, are susceptible to harassment, not just sexual harassment, but different kinds of harassment.
Yes, Your Lordship. Yes.
So we have specifically referred to this, but now that you have mentioned it, in a course of our order, in a brief order today, we will add to that as well. No difficulty. Your point is perfectly well taken. So please
My
don't
lord,
feel that
a
it's
small point to supplement
just
that
say,
is that because
my
I
lord,
also
may I
come
just
from a
take a
family of
minute?
doctors, is that the counter to that, of course, is the fact that there are lots of peer-reviewed studies to say that continuity is important. Now, obviously, doctors can't be treated like this in light of that. So the committee should look into it and propose something
You
that
see, there is
has
another, I'll
adequate
tell you one thing.
safeguards.
I'll tell you one thing. We have got so many emails. I've been flooded with emails which I've been reading to the extent humanly possible. There's another viewpoint also that, look, if you have doctors only on duty for 8 hours, then the purpose is that the doctor must be able to see the evolution of the patient. So that patient is there overnight, then your duty hours may extend beyond 8 hours so that you see that what is the development in the case of the patient between the time you entered and the time you exited. But we are not going to make any comment on that. The committee will.
Your Lordship.
Lord, but for one other
Certainly,
one thing is.
48 hours of duty or 36 hours of duty is a little too aggressive.
Is not really human. My lord, may I say, I'm representing the KG Car Medical Junior Resident Doctors. They are still RG Car. And my lord, they are
By
still.
the way, Brother Justice Rishikesh Roy pointed out to me in another CB yesterday that you kept on saying car is car. So I said, well, I
We are
apologize.
forgetting one crucial thing.
So, my lord,
Can I speak?
can I
We are
just?
forgetting one crucial thing. All doctors, my lord, which your lordships have constituted in the committee, they have passed through this very phase. They are aware of the problems.
So, my lord, I'm just saying that they are still terrorized. They are still in fear. They are saying our senior residents are back at work. We'll give it to the Registrar General in a sealed cover the names of the people. There are about 70 junior residents and they are interns, and they are still feeling terrorized. They are threatened. They are actually being targeted
Geetal,
in the hospital.
But terrorized by whom? Because this is a serious thing, and they
Yes.
come in the RG Kaur medical hospital. Medical college. What is their
But
grievance?
instead of, my lord, giving them here, let them be given to me. I'll ensure, my lord, CISF to do the needful. My lord.
Yes, but we have to have their names in sealed cover because those who've spoken up are feeling targeted already. And they have a timeline of videos they have taken.
Targeted by whom? Don't give us names, but targeted broadly
By
by
officials, my lords, by goons. I am for
By-
the 20,000 doctors
by-
in the, Kolkata, my lords.
But
And
your lordship sees the
some of,
report,
many of them work in
by,
RG Kar.
possibly a hint of.
By members of the administration, by people who are in the hospital.
All right,
and
we'll take note of that.
Yes,
There is one submission, Your Lordship. There's a last submission, Your Lordship, I want to make. Can we have a compensation distress fund
That's been
for the victims and the deceased of the family created by the state so that when at the time of the crisis of this kind of a situation, they can be also get a compensation system like what we have done in the Nirbhaya case, Your Lordship.
All right, let's just see the status report for a moment. We'll just see the status.
But
Your Lordship,
Just give us one moment.
with your Lordship permission, may I just
1 second. We'll have to
Lordship
put in.
permits us, then should we post on the filing, e-filing, the suggestions or the pointers that we have, because it is anonymity which the resident doctors and interns from different places they are requesting, because the direct impact is on them. And their mental state is terrible. There is also a survey report of National Medical Council which says that 28%.
Point taken.
Under-
There should be a portal where suggestions can be given to the
Yes.
committee, even anonymously, without disclosure of identity.
Yes, Your Lord.
Point well taken. Noted.
Lords, after the status report, could we have 1 minute on the SIT, my lords? We are representing 5 associations of doctors. And the difficulty is that there is an institutional compromise with regard to the financial regularities and the rate. Here's why. There were the same gentleman who was the head of Dr. Shondeep Ghosh, who was head of this RG Kaur Medical College, also, for example, commissioned, asked for CCTV cameras for 14 lakhs to be rented. Now, had he bought those CCTV cameras, they would have been there. It would have been a deterrent, and there would have been better accountability. An SIT 2 days ago was, and I have the notification here, my lords. An SIT was set up by the West Bengal government. To look into these irregularities by the same person, and that only constitutes officials that are under the control of the West Bengal government.
But would your lordship consider having the status report?
Earlier form
It is so powerful that
is the earlier form.
That my lords, he's been referred.
All this.
He's been
Lordship,
referred. Please.
In the nurses case,
Please,
he was
please.
the IG.
Your lordships, my lord, consider the report first, my lord.
All right.
That
just,
might, my
So,
lord.
my
give
lords,
a-
with regard to the SIT, just to
just one
close that
second.
loop.
Let's see the report,
Yes,
and then we will come back to you on the SIT.
Yes, my lord.
We've also filed our report.
Your Honor, I'm Dr. Rajiv Yusuf calling from
Just
Pune.
1 second. Everybody can just hold their patience for 2 minutes. Let's quickly run through the two status reports.
The state's report was not called for, but they have, my lord, asked, your lordship's way, my lord, it's entirely your
It's been
lordship.
called for in the order. Why
It
did
has
my
been
learned
called
friend say
for
that?
Order.
I thought we had asked for the.
Yes, of course.
The order.
Page 10, my lord, raise please, my lord, is,
In
page
fact-
10 of yours.
In fact, my
mine.
lords, I might, if your lordship give me a minute, Malad, I don't want to interfere.
We'll just quickly run through this, then come back to you in a moment, so that we
Very
go step by
very
step.
10 para 7, Lord, before that, we have narrated the facts, etc., which broadly your lordships are aware. So I'm not, and I'm obviously not reading, my lord. Your lordships may read from para 7. Date and time may kindly be, my lord, taken note of. My lord, eventually we have, this is very, very preliminary finding, but we have recorded some flagged some issues.
We just
I'm ask if they have a spare copy.
It's only for the court.
of the accused?
Which report, I'm sorry?
The injury report, the medical examination report of the accused.
Of the accused. My lord, our difficulty.
Actually, I think Astha had given it last time, but.
Yes, yes, we have the case diary. It's part of the case diary.
Or,
We are not supplied, my lord, our difficulty.
Part of the case diary, my lord, they have it. It's part of the case diary.
Only a minute, Mr. Sibal, if you don't mind. My lord,
just flag it for us and then.
Sure,
my
sure.
lord, only one thing. I did not know, my lord, that there is some report, my lord, because our difficulty was we entered on the 5th day. And thereafter, my lord, before that, my lord, whatever was collected by the local police, my lord, we were given. And our investigation starts, my lord, that is itself a challenge by itself, my lord, because the scene of offense is altered. Everything is, my lord, even the.
Everything is videographed. Nothing is altered. Everything is videographed.
My lord, without knowing anything, Mr.
Post-mortem is videographed.
Yes, rest is
The scene
not
of crime is
videographed.
not videographed because the crime is.
The seizure memo is there, madam. Seizure memo is there.
9 o'clock, the crime is detected.
Seizure memo is there, madam.
Not
Seizure
the
memo is
most
there.
shocking fact, I am not making this, Mr.
Madam,
Sibal is.
that is also
little
videographed.
combative mood.
Madam,
Lord,
madam,
the most shocking fact, the FIR is registered after cremation at 11:45 night.
The
First,
investigation.
the parents are informed that she is not well by the deputy superintendent. When they reach, they say that she has committed a suicide. Thereafter, they say that it appears to be a death. Fortunately, the young doctors, the colleagues of this deceased girl, victim, they insisted that we want videography, we want this. This is suggestive that even they were suspecting some cover-up. So they were also trying their best.
Well, let's just see the medical examination.
Yes, yes, your lordship.
Lord's, the postmortem was done in the same hospital.
I don't.
So that may be.
Postmortem was also done in the same.
I don't want, this is entirely accusatory. I don't want to, let's contradict my learned friend, but the record will show what happened.
Lord, one more fact, my lord, it may.
And we have a note on timeline, exactly what time, what happened.
Karuna? Karuna?
3 copies.
There are people in this.
Yes, yes.
In this, Asa?
It's there. What does we?
Page?
We'll mark the page. And mothers, also I have a timeline, mothers, as to each minute what happened.
Asa, can you just give us the page of the PMR? So we don't have to.
I can give PMR, my lord, I have postmortem. I have, my lord, handy.
You have the PMR?
Yes, sir. That is provided to us by that was by the local police, my lord. It was given to us. Just flag it.
We saw it yesterday.
This report, my lord.
Well, that's
Postmortem.
202 of our status report, mothers.
My lord, this has the flagging also, whatever your lordship would like to.
But that can't change in any case. The postmortem is postmortem.
Yes.
Page 13 of the case diary.
Page 13 of the case diary.
Yes. And my lord, our status report also has it, page 202.
Yes. But there is one more, if we don't.
Lordship,
Lord, one more aspect, my lord, which is brought to my notice by one young lawyer, my lord, representing someone. I'll not, my lord, right now divulge the my lord, identity of the person, but he seems to have filed I have received, my lord, the director has received, and today the learned advocate gave me a copy. Just, my lord, the part which I have marked, I would not have troubled your lordships with this, but for the fact that the person who has, my lord, brought this has filed this complaint in 2023. So it can't be discarded, my lord, as something afterthought or some out of some personal.
Give us a copy, please.
And the next page also.
Can I have a copy? It's a formal complaint. It will be public record. Hmm? Right, right.
The complaint was made in 23. That's what he says. No, this is given to the director yesterday, but he mentions that the complaint which is mentioned there, the allegations were made by him. Can we see, my lord, annexure B? He made these allegations in 2023 in writing, addressed to many people, many officials. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Sibyl, there's one aspect which is extremely disturbing. GD entry in regard to the unnatural death is recorded at 10:10 in the morning,
That's correct.
right? So
Right.
at 10:10, the police station, in this case, the
Tala police station.
Tala PS is informed that 10:10 that there's an
Yes.
unnatural death.
Yes, yes.
Notwithstanding all this, the securing of the crime scene and the seizure and everything takes place at 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the night.
No, no, no. Well, that's why I've got timelines. Well, this is a bit
No, but-
unfortunate. I'll just give you the timeline. Exactly.
What were you doing up to then?
But kindly, I have given minute by minute what happened, Mullahs. We have a timeline prepared for your lordships, Mullahs.
Lord,
And it's backed by videography. It's not, Mullahs, something that we are saying.
Lord, can I be shared with the timeline?
Yes, yes, we'll share it. I wish you had asked, shared what you passed on to the.
We
court.
don't have to
But
ask,
doesn't
you have
matter.
to give it
But
to
doesn't
CBI.
matter. Doesn't
We
matter.
were on
I
the
don't have
ground.
to request.
My lords, could we?
You
be
are
shared
bound to
timeline?
give
You should have
everything to
given
the
it yourself.
CBI. You have not given.
You should have given it yourself.
Lord, I believe.
Lord, I am getting Calcutta police. Ships have, Lord.
Mullahs, we have.
As per records. Ah.
Hear your lordship properly, Mullah.
As per the autopsy report,
Yes.
the autopsy was conducted in the evening hours of 9,
No, no. On 9th.
on 9,
On 9th.
9th August.
Yes.
Now, the GD entry
Yes.
of unnatural death case was recorded on 23:30 hours on 9th. That is 11:30.
No,
Now,
that's for the FIR. FIR. UD case was in the morning, Malaj.
But then
1:47
as
PM.
per the report submitted to us.
No, that's why I have the timeline, Malaj. It's better, Your Lordship. I'll
Just
give it to my
listen.
lord.
23 is the FIR.
One second, allow me.
Is right.
The scene of crime, including inquest, seizures, and autopsy, were carried out mentioning the GD entry number 542 dated 9/8/2024. Now, this GD entry was made.
And 861.
And it's case number 861.
Malaj, may I, with Your Lordship's permission, Malaj, allow me to place the timeline before Your Lordship, given minute by minute as to what happened. And Malaj, if there is, kindly hold on, just give it to my lord, please.
Mr. Sibal,
Yeah.
just tell us from your record, at what time the postmortem was performed?
Yes, I tell Your Lordship.
From your record?
Yes, yes.
That is, for the time being
6:10 to 7:10 PM.
in the evening,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
When you are taking the dead body
Yes,
for the purpose of performing postmortem,
yes.
is it a case of unnatural death or not? If it is not a case of unnatural death, why do you have to perform the postmortem? This
is a case.
Just, so that
Sorry.
you can respond to it.
Sorry.
There are so many questions.
Yes,
which
yes,
are
I'm, of
coming in
course.
our mind.
Right.
And we have the best of the assistance
Yes, yes.
in your form. When you start performing the postmortem, that means it is a case of unnatural death.
No doubt about it.
Postmortem starts at 18:10 hours.
Yes,
It comes to an end at 19:10 hours.
yes.
What was the idea in registering UD at 23:30 hours? And
That's the FIR, Malaj. That's not the UD.
No, sir.
Malaj, I've just.
Just listen to us.
I'm sorry.
Either you are right
No.
or
No,
what
it was
has-
FIR. FIR
You have
was.
to answer Your Lordship's question, Malaj, without interference, please.
No, you can.
No. Just
Yes,
one
certainly,
clarification.
certainly.
The records reveal,
Yes,
subject to what you have to further point out to us.
correct.
UD case number 861 of 24 of Police Station Tala
Yes.
was registered at 23:30 hours. On 9th August 2024, V-Day GD entry number 576 and the FIR number 52 of 2024 was registered at 23:45 hours. Is this record correct?
Malaj, may I therefore point out to Your Lordship, just take the timeline. We have referred everything
So
in it.
according to your record, the UD was registered at what time?
1:45 PM.
1:45?
PM.
No, that's not true.
That 1:45 PM.
How do we reconcile the two records?
Malaj, I'll show that to Your Lordship.
Because we today have a report
Malaj, but that I'm saying, Malaj.
which indicates that this is the time. So therefore, it's very surprising. Postmortem precedes registration of UD.
No, Malaj, this is what I am told, Malaj, and I can only
Is
respond.
someone responsible there to assist?
Yes, certainly, Malaj.
If any officer is present, you may speak to him and tell us. Because if this is the fact, then it is something very dangerous.
I agree with you. I agree. Let me just, Malaj, the officer is here.
Please.
I may beg my lords to point out one thing.
One-
The
one-
Just a minute.
report-
Just a minute,
Just a
first,
minute,
let
please.
him assert it.
Unnatural death entry and search.
Tell him to make a responsible statement. He should not make a rash
Of
statement.
course not, Malaj. No
Tell
question.
him.
No question about it. Malaj, kindly see page 4 of the diary.
I thought
What time is this?
Can I have a timeline, please?
Hold on. I have
No,
not
no,
even handed it to the.
you have not given. I have been requesting since.
I don't know why you are interfering, sir. I have not even given it to the court.
Just a minute, just a
You
minute.
have
Allow
given.
me to answer the court, please.
There are 3-4 questions.
Yes,
We
Malaj,
would
we'll
like-
answer each one, Malaj. And we can't, Malaj, we have to make sure that what we say is right, Malaj. What time is this? Hmm. Yes. Mother, that, yes, kindly see, mother. Now, kindly see page 4 of what? Of the case diary. It will give some indication as to what happened with it.
God.
Yes, it says, mother, that
UD case number 861 of 24 was registered at what hours?
1:45.
From where do you get this?
It mentions, mother.
From where do you get that?
That's just trying to show. Make sure that. Date,
That's common, that's common.
Don't you be careful in reading the statement.
It's all right, as long as we get the correct answer, no problem.
Our reports are based on the case diary they have given to us.
Just a minute, Mr. Solicitor General. They are expected to reply to our question. Why it takes so much of time? Just show the time on the document, that's all. All that you need to do is refer to that document and tell us at what time UD, again I am repeating, 861 of 24 was registered.
Yes. Has to be in the case diary. Just show it here, the UD case document is here. We can't possibly, my lord is asking.
आपके पास पे है
हर कॉपी में
You'll don't do
नहीं
it.
नहीं
There's something.
Yes.
When we take up this matter on the next date,
Yes.
keep a responsible police officer
Yes.
present here.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Who had done or who had carried out all this exercise.
Yes, certainly, we'll do that.
He should be able to tell us.
Yes, yes.
Till this point of time, we have not got the answer, what time it was registered.
No, my lord is right.
But what time is this?
No, the question is time.
Mr. Sibal,
Let's kindly see, quite frankly, I'll have to construct this for your lordship. For example, I mean, page 2 of the case diary, the UD case, requisition of the magistrate for inquiry. Just kindly see requisition
Sharma,
for inquest.
can you tell us at what time the inquest Panchnama was drawn?
Yes, we'll just tell you that. That also we have in a timeline. 4:20 to 40 p.m.
4:20 to 4:40 p.m. And now the record reveals the report which we have in our hand that UD was registered after the inquest Panchnama, after the postmortem.
That was made before the magistrate to carry out the inquest mentions
the UD.
But that's page number 2 of the case diary.
That's what we are going to point out.
Now, Mr. Solicitor General.
Yes.
Has the CBI collected the record which is available to them?
Yes.
They have collected it?
We have collected.
Is any officer present today?
Yes.
Who is it?
The Joint Director, CBI, my lord.
Ma'am, you have understood our question. Come to page 12 of your report which has been tendered today. Read para 10 in your mind, Page 12. Tell us, is this record correct? Is this correct?
Yes, sir. It's
Correct.
based on the documents given to us by the Kolkata.
Why are they showing us some different time? Which is the document they are referring to?
Sir,
Case diary, I have it with me.
Case diary.
sir, this is based on the GD entries and the documents given to us by
Correct.
Kolkata Police.
But look at the time which you have stated.
It's there, sir, in the GD entries, sir.
Can you
And
show
copy
us?
of it.
Can you show us?
Yes, sir.
I'll,
Xerox copy, yes.
I'll just put on mark and passing.
They are mentioning the GD of what happened in the entire day, Malaj. If your lordship look at page 2, Malaj, page 2, it's the application made to the magistrate with the GD and where the UD entry is already mentioned.
You may be right, Mr. Sibal. This is something which even the criminal procedure code doesn't prescribe.
Yes, exactly.
The entire procedure
Yeah.
which has been
Your
followed by your police,
Yes.
police of the state, it is something which at least I have not come across
Yes.
in 30 years of my.
I know. Right. I appreciate it. But Manoj, the facts must be before your lordship's mind. That's the important thing. The real
The
fact.
first thing we want to confirm is it true that the UD case was registered at 23:30 hours and that the postmortem and everything preceded the registration of the UD?
No, Manoj.
We'll have to answer.
Yes, please, Manoj.
Second question to
Yes.
you,
Well,
Mr.
that's
Sibal.
the second question.
Who is this assistant superintendent non-medical? Who is this person? Is this assistant superintendent a male or a female?
I believe it's a female, but I just make sure. Female.
Her conduct is also very, very doubtful. Why did she act in this manner?
I can't possibly. Manoj, that's number 2.
It's all right. It's all right.
Kindly pardon me, this is the one copy what we have. I have marked on the side flapping is on the right hand side, my lord. First page.
Well, I've got the entire sequence here. GD entry 542 is at 10:10 a.m.
Manoj, I have the, if your lordship don't mind, Manoj, I mean,
No, I've got your documents. I'm looking at it from your documents.
Yes.
GD entry, it says 542, 10:10 a.m.
Yes.
It says received information over the telephone
Yes.
from Ajikor MCH police outpost that a lady of PG trainee of so-and-so MCH was found lying in unconscious state at seminar room of chest medicine department of third floor of emergency building in half-naked condition. Accordingly informed so-and-so officer in charge and under his order,
Yes.
leaving PS with lady police and force for causing inquiry. This is at 10:10 a.m.
Correct.
Just allow me to intervene.
Now, one second.
The doctors are saying unconscious, though she was already dead.
1 second.
You don't need to be a doctor to understand.
This is 542.
Yes.
Now, next is 576. Now, 576 is extremely important. The PM examination over, the dead body of the deceased, the board verbally opined that the death of the deceased was due to the effect of manual strangulation associated with smothering, ante-mortem, and homicidal in nature.
Correct.
Also verbally opined that medical evidence of forceful penetration stroke insertion in her genitalia, possibility of sexual assault. They say possibility. Accordingly, PO has been cordoned under proper guard. Also, several witnesses were examined and the statement was recorded, consulted CCTV footages in and around the vicinity of the PO.
Yes.
One thing, therefore, which is very clear is that the cordoning off and the preservation of the crime scene takes place after the post-mortem report is conducted. This is what the GD entry itself says. So, first, the PM takes place between 6 and 7 in the evening, after which they start cordoning off the crime scene. Now, just go forward. Experts of SFL, WB, have visited the spot under their direction and able guidance. Incriminating articles and documents were received under videography in proper seizure list after observing all legal formalities by seizure list dated 9th August. Dog squad also arrived on the spot. On the basis of the prayer of investigating agency, learned judicial magistrate conducted inquest over the dead body of the deceased under videography after observing all legal formalities. Accordingly, PM examination was conducted by the Board of Autopsy Surgeons consisting of 3 members under videography over the dead body of the deceased and declared her dead body on 9th August at about 12:44 hours. Meanwhile, so-and-so homicide, officers of homicide section, women grievance cell, scientific wing so-and-so photography, it was learned that the door of the seminar room was in open condition. Then 576. On perusal, 1 blue-colored jeans, etc., found in incriminating articles were found on the mattress, beneath the mattress on the dais. Accordingly, some people were examined. We will not read out her name, which appears immediately thereafter. Accordingly, on-duty RMO of so-and-so examined. Found that one lady was lying on her back on a mattress kept on the wooden dais inside the said seminar room in unconscious and motionless condition. She was examined in presence of lady police personnel and found some injuries on her private parts and other parts of her body. Also found that she wore whatever. After return to PS under order of OC, and UD case has been registered. Vide Tala UD case number 9th August.
So this is now it is
Now it's very
confirmed
clear.
that it was 23:30 hours.
Page number 2, just see page number
No, but this is the case diary.
No,
It shows that the UD case is registered
No, that's
after he returns to the police station.
I don't want to contradict, kindly see page 2
Okay,
of the case diary.
these are their documents.
Yes, has given to us.
We'll part with you for 2 minutes.
And after return to the police station, the seized articles were kept in Malkhana, white MK number 52 of.
Before that, your lordships may see the last page of this.
Would my lord,
Last but one.
may I pleading with your lordship, look at page
Second last, my lord. After return to PS under order of
Okay, that we have seen.
UD case has been registered, my lord, that is at 2030.
Make us understand this. The circle portion. What is this?
when he comes back, he records the entire incident and then repeats that. But
Oh, Mr. Sibal, oh, I'm sorry, we can't accept this explanation.
page 2 in the diary itself, kindly have a look at page 2 if you don't mind, please.
So what is this? He has recorded minutes? The entire day's proceedings?
He has to,
Why has he mentioned this 32 hours, 30 hours?
He's come back at that time, at the police station at that time, He therefore recorded it. There's a lot of.
Okay. Now show us one document
Yes, I'm showing.
prior to 23:30 hours,
Correct.
wherein we find this UD case number so and so.
Page 2, page 2.
Give it back to us, please.
I'm sorry, Page 2,
Of this
Page
compilation,
diary, yes,
page 2.
yes. That's the second last page, and there it is mentioned. Second last
page of the case diary.
of the case diary. Page
It's
number
UD,
2.
not GD.
Case diary, my lord's page.
Case diary, page 2.
Case diary.
We have it in hard copy.
Yes, we give it to your lordship.
Let us see.
Let us give it to mine. Doesn't matter. Yeah. For the magistrate which happened in the afternoon, which happened
That is
in the
after,
afternoon,
much after.
and you will see the diary number, 861 of 24. 861 of 24.
Even the order of the magistrate.
Even the order of the magistrate thereafter, says that.
Plus page 4.
Let them investigate. This has been inserted later in point of.
No, page 4.
Yes, prima facie. Prima
four,
facie
madam.
it appears.
Before, madam,
Prima
before,
facie it appears.
page four, not
Let let them look into it. Let them look.
Ask for the report from the ACGM.
Just give it back to us. I'll share it with my lord.
My request is
and my
ask for the
brother.
report
Yes,
from
my lord,
the
and the
ACGM,
copy may be given to us, my lord. I do not know whether this copy we have or not.
The case diary.
That's okay, but give one more copy. What objection can you have?
Report of the ACGM can come, my lord. Before the ACGM, the application was made. No.
Lord, this page may be given to us. They may have given. Let another copy be
May
given.
I request your lordship, look at page 4 and ask for the report of the ACGM report.
No, I do not know what is shown. I must say.
Malaz, kindly see page, Malaz, I'm sorry, Malaz, I give. Malaz, it
No,
can't
the
be-
copy of print of this page may be given. Malaz.
Just a minute.
That's the request.
Let's give it back to me, please. Only you have a look at it.
We just look at it. Yeah, I understand. Yes, I know. Now, Malaz, your lordship suspicion is right. Now we read page 8.
From where? In this?
Yes, here. That's the inquest report. Give it back. This is the judicial magistrate, Malaz, who carry out the inquest, and see Malaz UD case 861. Postmortem also mentions it. So, Malaz, these can't be inserted. And this is signed by the magistrate.
Here's this number.
They will have to look into.
Let them, Malaz. I also magistrate's order itself.
They'll have to look into.
My lord,
Yes,
I
please. Let me
would,
push
my
on
lord,
that.
again request my learned friend to give me a copy of this. Even if it is given, let it be given afresh.
I have a soft copy.
We'll give you a
Please
copy.
have a
We have
printout
soft
and give it.
copy. So, Malaz, magistrate's order, Malaz, kindly see the magistrate's order. That's, Malaz, also part of the CD. I just give it to your lordship. Just give it to my lord. No, I think.
The magistrate's order is not part of the case diary.
1 second, it will not, but I'm just saying.
Yes.
It's not so. Kindly have a look, Malaz, the magistrate's order itself. My lord, Justice Padiwala, please, Malaz, I'm sorry. This is the magistrate's order. And it mentions the case number.
Documents are not with the CBI.
It's not given to us. It's not a part of case diary. That's the simple answer.
Malaz, they are and they are not producing them. They are. And I'm sorry to say, Malaz.
Just a second.
because an impression is being created, my lord, that
we don't
contrary
have
to
it.
the record.
Ma'am,
He has a.
come to page 8 of your report. Roman 14, I'm sorry, Roman 17. Last 3 lines. Is this still pending?
Roman 17, top.
Yes. Last 3 lines. Is this still pending? Or the High Court has passed the necessary order and you have completed it?
Sir, it's still pending, sir.
Still pending.
Is to be conducted, yes, sir.
Oh.
Has the court passed it?
What
Not-
time?
Permission of the court, my lord, because that needs permission.
Yeah.
We are awaiting the permission of the court, my lord, because that needs permission.
Then you should pursue it at the earliest.
We are doing.
There's something else we wish to point out, Madam. We're just checking something which will demonstrate, Madam.
Yes.
Yeah. I bring something else to your lordship's attention. Your lordships will allow me, my lords. May I just bring something else to your lordship's attention? That the seizure list at page 25 also has UD case 861. Postmortem has, seizure list has,
861.
page 25,
Case diary.
25 case diary. Inquest has everything, all documents have that.
Inquest, postmortem, seizure list.
Page 25 seizure list.
Case diary. PDF 157 of the case diary.
This is at 8:30. Yeah. This is at 8:30, your lordship notices, always before 11. So how can anybody, my lords, even contain, yeah.
Inquest is at,
I'll substantiate that.
inquest is at 440.
And the inquest is at 440, Malad.
Also mentions.
And the original CD has also been given to them, Malad. It's a bit unfair to. And the original CD was handed over to the CBI in the High Court, Malad. As soon as the transfer order came, Malad. Yes, yes, yes. O'clock it after the post-mortem.
Victim shows what additional findings they have.
Only for a second. Just to remove this confusion, my lord, how this time comes.
Yeah, that's right. We've already shown documents before that. Well, the original CD will contain everything.
I think they have registered GDE. What is GDE?
To the diary entry.
It was a procedure for the immediate case. Under